So starting with our small little slicing salad tomatoes, I'm going to start with the Astrina, a beautiful name. And this feels pretty firm to me. This feels like it could hold up for a couple of days outside of refrigeration. It's not too heavy. It's like a nice classic sturdy salad tomato. And I'll cut it down the center. This looks like what you'd find at a Jersey deli. It has perfect coloration, super juicy and firm, great on maybe a BLT or, you know, a nice ham and cheese or whatever you like to enjoy. That's a pretty perfect, beautiful little slice right there. Yeah, this is amazing. This just needs a little bit of salt. This is like, I mean, I'm sure I'm gonna have more good things to say about everything else, but this is what we're waiting for a classic salad tomato. This is what you think you're getting when you're buying a Stop and Shop mystery location tomato. This is, yeah, wonderful. Thank you, Mr. Astrina, or whoever created this variety. So next, I want to talk about the green zebra. We might know classic green tomatoes as under-ripened tomatoes that you would make a delicious corn-encrusted fried green tomato, but this is actually the way it looks when it's completely ripened. And it is a little bit softer than the Astrina. It has this tie-dye green, yellow, deep green coloration, and it's a little soft. These guys, I would say, are probably good out for a couple of days before you need to throw them into a delicious green tomato gazpacho or in a sauce and get a really interesting color effect. So I'm gonna cut this beautiful guy open. This is pretty fleshy. It's white and fleshy on the inside. There's a lot of beautiful tomato wall there. Compared to the Astrina, which had an equal part of water and seed to wall. So I'm gonna give this a nice taste. See? So this is not as acidic and sweet as the Astrina tomato. I'd say this is for texture. This tomato is if you want a big mouthful of tomato flesh that you want to add to a big stew, something that you really need a lot of this great green flesh inside of. Okay, so next I'm gonna do these little cuties, these little Mountain Magic cuties. These come on like a classic tomato vine that you would maybe see in a children's illustration of a tomato plant. Very whimsical little tops. Really lightweight, they're really sturdy. You know, I would say these could last a couple of days out also. Would probably be nice for a little mini caprese if you had little baby mozzarella balls. You could use your little Mountain Magic tomato to complement. Cut that open. So this also has more flesh than the Astrina tomato. That indeed is magic. That is really, really sweet. Yeah, I think this could go, if you wanted to, as the big brother of the cherry tomatoes. If you wanted to make an assortment of little tomatoes, this could be one that could pass for just a big XL grape. It's that sweet. All right, so here I have the classic New Jersey beefsteak. This might be what you anticipate finding if you're going to a roadside tomato stand, as we have all over New Jersey, especially out here in Hunterdon County, in Mercer County. We have a lot of drive up and pick some Jersey tomatoes and corn. I would predict you'd find some of these classic beefsteaks. These are a really heavy, hearty, beautiful, nice deep red. They have a softer flesh to them. Also would be great in a salad or an arranged caprese salad with some basil, of course. So I'm gonna cut this down the middle, really soft and juicy. So compared to that first Astrina tomato, which looks like you know, like a kid's toy, that's how perfect it was. This has a little more variation in pattern inside. It's not as perfect. There is more flesh than water and seed. I wish you could feel and see how beautiful this really is in person. So this is pretty acidic, which means it could use some help to be more sweet or more salty, and then its tomato flavors will be accentuated. Yeah, this could be chopped up and put inside a curry, something that needs a lot of water and acidity to it, inside a stew. You can make fresh sauce with this if this is what you had. So yeah, definitely a grade A Jersey tomato. Okay, so this one, I've been seeing this variety around since I was a teenager, this Cherokee Purple. This has a deep green top and center, and as it grows larger, it gets that deep purple and red color to it. So we have a medium size and a little guy, and these can get larger. These are very soft. They are a classic heirloom that I've been seeing for a while, so you might find it at your farmer's market as well. So it's pretty soft and fleshy. I would say there's an even amount of flesh to water inside, and it smells very earthy and wonderful. So this is so delicate. It's beginning our introduction to our heirloom tomatoes. Little wedges of this with peaches and basil would be really nice. If you were making a salsa to be eaten immediately, you could also use this.